Okay, welcome everyone. Let's start our second session. This session will go through our LO2 learning outcome to understand the current external audit legal and professional requirements. So if you want to become external auditors, what are the legal requirements? Or if you want to do external audit, what are the legal requirements? So those will go through. And before starting this session, let's will recap what we learned during previous session. Anything you remember what we learned previous session?
Yeah, basically how to understand the rules of auditing and and uh, uh, al- and also how to what are the rules of audit and how it's applied in organizations.
Okay, so we discuss about internal and we had discussed advantage of internal audit, yes? Last
Yeah,
lesson. We
yeah,
discussed some control. Audit is itself is a control. We discuss about reporting, yes?
yeah.
And
Internal audit principles.
yes, we discuss about principles. So all we discussed the what was this objective of this unit to enhance your understanding about audit and assurance, yes?
Yeah,
And we discuss about audit mean checking the accuracy in the book of account. The word audit is derived from the Greek word adere, yes, which is
yeah,
mean physical. So auditor is a stewardship. They have to be work in the best interest of the wider interest of the stakeholders, yes.
yeah,
Give the true and fair views about accounts, yes,
yes.
processes. So we'll go through today lesson. So please, today lesson is focus on the external audit. So what's come in your mind, external audit, or which is called sectary audit, which is by law you have to do.
External audit is an auditor who a company hires who is not involved in the company. He just gives his judgment on the company's performance.
That give the company's performance, yes.
Yeah,
So that's external audit is a crucial in term of, yes, because increase the performance in the organization. So audit is we need to be make sure, yes.
yeah,
So that's which we'll go through. So first, we have this inductive content, what we're supposed to be go through the regulatory framework, laws, rule, regulations, yes, are put place by the state and other government entities to control the behavior or actions of the business activity. So appointment of a leader, the nature of the relationship with the organization, professional conduct, which will go through the conduct, which is professional code of ethics, yes, which we
yeah,
discussed popular people chat in offices last lesson as well. Yes, so we need to be look around. We need to be a committee. We need to be look around the social corporate governance responsibility as a leader, and all the purpose of audit is to be more transparency. Yes,
yeah,
yes. So we want to be look around the audit more transparencies in our organization. Yes.
yeah,
Any question?
yeah. We we take an external auditor because if it's an internal auditor, then there is scope of the auditor being bribed or has to go along the fraud that the company is doing.
Yes, there can be a conflict of interest. Yes, in the internal auditor. Yes. So we have a AGM, annual general meeting in public limited companies. Yes.
Yeah,
And AGM they select the auditor new audit after every certain years. Yes.
yeah,
So that is the requirement. So we need to be look around. Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So please, we need to be. Uh, we've been. We know the ACCA. If you go on the website, yes,
Yeah,
and type ACCA external audit, yes,
yeah,
or F8 exam in ACCA, yes.
yeah, yeah.
So that's a lot of discussion about. It's good to be, yes.
Okay.
So you will see there. So in a way, it's good to be look around all these issues. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, have you aware of ATF8 exam? Sorry, ACCF8 exam.
Type it up.
Have you done F8 exam ACCA?
Yeah, okay. 368.
You know, ACCA F8 is all about audit and assurance. Huh?
Yeah, I've seen the book.
So it's quite good. So I think so. Raman will send you the email as well because I already sent all the handouts. Huh?
Yeah,
So what
okay.
we will go through and I will upload as well. Huh? It's already booked there as well. Audit. Huh? Okay, so
Okay.
next today lesson, first off, we have a 2.1 assessment criteria. Review the current audit regulation environment. Yes, what are the
Yeah.
current review? Yes, so is the regulatory framework for the preparation of the financial statement is necessary for a number of reasons to ensure the needs of the user in the financial statement met. Yes, the
Yeah.
minimum information to ensure the information provided in the financial statement that is the true and fair. Yes,
Yeah.
so to ensure the user confidence will increase, to review the behavior of the companies in the financial statement, financial reporting should follow the whatever the international accounting standard, like we discussed about IAS 1. International accounting standard 1 is about preparation and presentation of financial information, financial statements, and provide true and fair information. Yes,
Yeah.
so that we need to be follow. Then national and regulatory framework. National is mean within a country. Yes, we have a regulatory framework. So auditors should explore it in we are following it or not in external audit, especially. Yes, which is a compulsory. Yes. So there are the many elements of the regulatory environment of accounting. So typically structure can be national financial reporting standards. So like we have GAAP is general accounting acceptable accounting principles. Yes, or statutory accounting practices. Huh? So which is in America in here. Yes. So we need to be look around those, which is every country. We have in India, we have in other part of the world. Yes, we have a
Yeah.
audit, we have accounting standard. Then we have a national laws. Yes, yes. So we need to be a detail need to be look around. We have a market regulation. Yes, not
Yeah.
competition commission and various laws. Security exchange, stock exchange regulation. So UK and its own financial reporting authorities, accounting standard board is part of the financial reporting council and the financial reporting standard. The main piece of the legislation affects the businesses in the UK company act as well. Yes, we have
Yeah.
been given the governance act. We discuss about Sir Oxley Act last lesson as well. Yes, how we
Yeah.
govern, how we control. That's why internal audit will help us to be govern the companies effectively. We control in place. Yes, we have
Yeah.
accountability. So this is all the purpose of audit. Then we look in the next slide. International Federation of Accountant. They give the International Code of Ethics. They give the International Auditing and Assurance Standard Board. Yes, IAASB, which is International, yes, Auditing Assurance Standard Board. Then they have a International Standard Auditing. Yes, they have a standard like we have an International Accounting Standard. We have an International Audit Standards as well. Then we have an International Standard on Quality Control. Yes,
Yeah.
audit quality. It need to be. Okay. Next we have who may or may not act as an auditor. Individual may act as an individual, be a recognized supervisory. You are a member of ACCA or you are a member of any other awarding body which are allowed to do audit. Okay, like if you're a CIMA member, CIMA, CIMA, yes, Chartered Institute of Management Accountant, you can't do audit. You can do internal audit, but you can't do external audit. Yes, statutory audit.
CIMA means you can't do internal audit.
You can do internal. Internal is a no legal requirement. Anybody can do internal audit. Have knowledge about firm. Okay, firms is controlled by the member and suitable authorized supervisory body. Firm. So these are who can't do audit in Britain, and officer, director, or the secretary of the company. They can't do audit, external audit, especially. Yes. There's a conflict of interest. Ethics, yes. So you always need to be look around the close relationship, family members, yes. It should be auditor should be independent, yes. Okay. Next we're looking now right of auditor. During the appointment of auditor, assess the company books and record, information expectation, all general meeting records. Yes, all this auditor have and by law they have a right to do so. Auditor responsibility regarding the laws and regulation. So management are the responsible to ensure the entity and the responsible comply with the laws. Yes, Company Act, Corporate Governance, Health and Safety Act, Employment Law, Stock Exchange Regulations. Yes, Financial Reporting. That is a crucial. Yes. Then the responsibility of auditors. Auditor is responsible for obtaining the assurance. Yes. What is assurance? This financial statement is free from the material misstatement. Whatever we said is right. Free from fraud and errors. Yes. Okay. We have a IAS International Standard of Audit 200. Yes. So they need to be non-compliance with the laws. If they have a fines. Yes. Costing system. Auditor may be report identify the non-compliance. Yes. Auditor planning and audit financial statement. Auditor must take into account of applicable legislation like accounting standard, like IFRS 16 new financial leases, new standard. So they have to be followed. Okay. So these all the rules they have to be followed, and that is the requirement. Okay. Audit procedure IS 250, which is International Standard on Audit, is consideration of the law related to the audit of the financial statement require auditor to perform. Obtain general understanding about the client and the legal environment. Yes. Inspect the correspondence of the relevant licensing and the regulatory authorities. Ensure the management and those charged with the governance entity is compliant with the law. They follow the law. Yes. Demand alert the possible instance of non-compliance and obtain written representation from the director. Yes.
Yeah.
You're a deck. Okay. Next we're looking 2.2 explain the rules. Yes. Conduct audit. What is the rules? The role of the audit as they come into the increase the scrutiny and the last 30 years. What is the purpose of audit? Is because one of the company Enron and World Telecom, which is Anderson, Arthur Anderson, one of auditor did the audit. Yes. They showed the profit, they showed the million of assets, but after few months, the company can't afford it to pay the salary their workers, because they misled all the information. They didn't audit, they don't follow the standard. So that's why the more scrutiny, more new standards we have. Why we have a new standard? What is the purpose of standards?
Standards is basically to maintain integrity and follow it so that there is no scope of fraud.
Actually, that's a good point. Integrity, yes. Fairness in the system, yes.
Yeah.
And more transparent, yes. Yes, so we need to be organized system in accounting, the standard organized things, yes. The audit is focused on the quality of the audit. It's not meant by you tick the box where you say audit is being done, yes. You physical check it, yes.
Okay.
And others are the ethical codes, which is set by IESB, International Ethics Accounting Standard Board, yes,
Yeah.
who set the give the ethics to the various people, unbiased. Code of ethics, auditing standard based of the context of the international standard of an auditing, which we did discuss in here. We are discussing. Okay, who may act as a teacher? The eligible act to be as a data person is a member of the regulatory supervisory body, like member of ACCA, fully qualified and have a data license to do practice. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, next, conducting audit. Individual who are authorized to conduct work may be sole practitioner, partnership in the company, member of LLP. LLP is a, what is LLP?
Uh,
We learn one of
Limited liability partnership.
excellent. Director of audit company, eligible to do audit services of the firm, control members, suitable authorized supervisory bodies. Yes. In some
Okay.
countries, individual can authorize to act as auditor and need to be directly authorized by the state. Yes, states can say you go and do auditor.
So how can a state tell someone to go and do audit?
Yes, as long they qualified, they have industry experience in that sector. Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe they have a plenty of industry experience. Okay, next we're looking the review the current development in auditing. Yes, they have a lot of development. Development audit reports are the first produced in 2015 and 16 for the first kind of FRC, financial reporting, and the UK competent authorities for audit. Our are the report focusing on the SSC to justify the confidence in the UK audit. Yes, and the
Yeah.
summarize the current state of the play into FRS, yeah, financial reporting. That's all about to increase the transparency and fairness. Confidence on audit. Result of the changes increase the independency. So executive committee. So that's more by becoming to executive. Do we know the executive committee?
No, I have not done it. Oh,
Okay.
executive.
So in corporate governance, you have a directors, yes.
Yeah.
You have a non-directors, yes.
Yeah.
You have maybe staff members, yes, into committee, yes.
Yeah.
You have a union members maybe into committee to everyone views will be taken on board, yes. You
Yeah.
have a remuneration committee, yes. Remuneration committee, yes.
Yeah.
So pays, salaries or commissions to not, the company not on, yes. This is all about we need to be more transparency because okay, FRS reports are current state of the audit identify these key influence. Audit firm seems to be independent and competing the audit engagement quality. So that's more FTSE 350 audit market is concentrated across the big four firms, yes, and the smaller firm are taught to be struggle to match the skills level. So EU regulatory they change have to be look around the confidence introduction to new mandatory rotations and tightness rules. Yes, non-auditory supervising other services. Yes. So the FRS audit monitoring result, though the professional body in audit in the UK improved. FRS assessed 77% of FTC audit it's reviewed. They review the audit what been conducted by the audit firm, and they found that there is a increasing the confidential. Increasing the confidence. Yes, the figures were the correct. What they said in the audit report, those was correct. Huh? The large firm are the beginning to improve effectiveness and efficiency. Audit through the transformative use of technology. Yes? More transparency through use of technology. Any question?
No, this is fine.
Okay. Then we have a fundamental principle. We know the fundamental principle are ethics, integrity, objectivity, yes, professional competency. We learn about popular people chat in office, PPCIO, yes, which is abbreviation of Professional Code of Ethics. Okay, then we always need to be a detail, need to be follow the threads. What threads can be self-interest? If you're getting holidays from somebody free, if you're checking your own work, yes. If you involve in the conflicting information, if you're very close to familiar, if somebody if you're a heavy piece is coming from one company and they say if you don't give the report in our favor, onward we not give you audit work, huh? Yes.
Uh, yeah.
So that can be a threat, intimidation. So safeguard, we need to be draw the safeguard individualist environment segregation of DP rotation. Not same person will work on the audit every year. Maybe we'll send the new person in from our audit firm to do audit, huh? So they don't be close. Okay, next thread of, if we have a thread, there can be audit objectivity can be compromised. So self-interest, self-review, familiarities, advocacy, and intimidation. Yeah. That's we discuss in one of other lessons as well, yes. And these threads are details we need to try to minimize them, yes, to reduce
Uh,
in the audit. Any question?
yeah. Threats for the previous. Yeah, this one. I don't understand familiarity.
Okay, familiarity. You know me many years, yes. So if I'll carry on coming, I'll say, oh come on, we know each other. I'm not going to pick your mistakes, yes.
Okay.
That's the familiarity. Okay, then next we have issues and consider accepting the audit engagement. Engagement means the audit contract, yes.
Yeah.
Should we have a professional clearance? Yes. You precondition of an audit you meet, reputation to the client, professional competencies, fees that is not a contingent fees. Yes. Reasonable risk. You do risk-based audit, not involved in the money laundering. Yes. You have a management integrity, then you can do audit. Huh? Okay, then the letter for engagement, it can be you can tender the work, yes, you can offer the assignment, you can communicate to the stakeholder. I'm new auditors, I'm going to do audit, it's a requirement. You write to all stakeholders. Huh? Yes, if you change it, you should inform it in AGM. Do we know AGM? Yes?
Annual general meeting.
Yes, it is. Okay, next we have area of our discussion, evaluate the value of secretary audit. Yes, what is a secretary audit which is required by law? Yes, it's a suited. Is by law is you have to do. An audit is a type of insurance engagement that is carried out by the auditor to give independent opinion to set up the financial statement. The Company Act 2006, yes, we have to follow. Exemption, the company turnover less than 10.2 million, asset 5.1 million, employee less than 50. They don't need to be, yes, up to their requirement for external audit, yes.
Okay.
Okay, details are required to be produced. The reports to the shareholder, it must be excess of the opinion and financial statement according with the applicable financial reporting. That's why the value aid is a secretary requirement to do external audit. Yes. Okay. Those company have that turnover. Those have implied. What is a secretary audit? Is a legally required review the accuracy and the company governance on the financial statement. The purpose of is it what you can, it's a link there as well if you want to further read. Yes. Okay. So that's we need to determine whether the companies provide the fair and accurate presentation of the financial position or not, such as the bank balance, bookkeeping, yes, record and the financial transaction, not fake transaction. Secretary audit is legally required to review the accuracy. It's a legal requirement. And audit is all about the examine there. Yes.
I didn't understand. Statutory audit is legally required by the company or by the government.
This is the legally required by the by the company to do the audit. Huh?
No, it's legally required by the government has or the company has to do it. Like the government says, the company has to perform.
Okay, because it's a legal requirement, the company should have auditors, yes?
Yeah.
They do the audit if their turnover is 10.2 more than 50 employees, yes?
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
criteria, yes?
Yeah. Okay.
And if otherwise, it's no requirement, huh? If you're a sole trader, it's not a requirement, huh?
Okay.
Okay, the purpose of the financial statement often to determine the fund is handled properly or required, yes, record and filling accurate, yes, all this information. The term secretary denote the audit is required by statute, by law. Yes, regulation is created and the branch of organization associated the government. Statute is can be enacted, yes, at the multiple levels, yes. So that's we need to be make sure. We do audit and we have a audit is the examination of the record we discussed, yes. Return on investment, portfolio, ratios, all, and we can use in audit is a sample, yes. Any question?
No, it's like,
Okay. It's a by law, it's a requirement of internal auditors. They should give the opinion. Yes, they should
yeah.
be give the independent opinion. Huh? Based their opinion based on the ethical code, International Ethical Standard Board for Accountant. Yes, they should follow all the standard which is ISA 570. Review the going concern. What is the going concern? The business will carry on as a normal for at least 12 months. Yes,
Okay.
is a statutory requirement. Audited key audit matters most significant from the audit usually require the listed entities. Yes, other information can be auditor provide and communicate to the stakeholders in their audit report. Any question?
No, this is fine.
Okay. Next, we have auditor responsibility, management, and yes, those charged with the governance, the prepare the fair or the financial statement, auditor responsibility to give the true and fair view about these statements. Yes, they detect the fraud if they have. Yes, they look around the invoices. They have a right to look around the processes. They give the governance. Yes, they look around the environmental, the company is polluting or not. All this is they should be in the financial statement and external auditors should be gave and they have to sign the report as well because they can say external auditors give the assurance with the practices that's expressed in the conclusion it is designed to enhance the confidence. That's why we're doing it. Yes, external audit, reasonable assurance they give. We can't give the absolute insurance is everything 100% correct. We're looking what we have seen it is 100% is the true and fair. Yes, at the current law, maybe the law will change in future and that's not true. Huh? Any
Okay.
question?
This is fine.
Okay. The purpose of financial audit is to be determine the funds, handle the properties, all the record and the filing accurate. Auditing entity make know the record will be required as a part of the examination. Information is gathered and supplied as requested, allowing auditor to perform their analysis. Inaccuracies found appropriate, the consequences may be being subject to the subject audit is not an inherently sign wrongdoing, but it can be fined and we can verify from the third party as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Any question?
Yeah. If an auditor finds that there are inaccuracies or fraud, then he has to when he chooses to leave his auditing, he has to give a reason why he's leaving.
No, they that in that report can be sent to the company house, yes, or
Yeah.
can be sent to the AGM general meeting, yes, and can be informed to the management, yes,
Yeah.
because the fraud is very serious fraud, yes. There is a
Yeah.
they should publish in because if that's the pension fund and something is happening. Okay, then we have I copied the link for you to do quiz if you want, yes, we can
Yeah.
do it, yes.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
about based on, okay, I set some homework for you to read, yes. Enhancing external audit learning, yes. public
Yeah.
sector organization, which is, and I copy the link for you to read the journal.
This enhancing external audit is from the ATHE website.
Yes.
Okay.
So because externally we look doing today is Sectary internal audit, external audit,
Okay.
not in. So let's please, we'll play. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So can you see? Yes. In
Yeah.
a minute.
Just need the game open.
So you will see there Kahoot it, and the pin number is 9570225. Is a more audit and important of audit. Okay. Let's please. UK Versity OTHM level 6. We are doing this quiz about to enhance the understanding. An independent audit adds the communication and economics data because of the audit. What do you think? To confirm what?
An audit is the communication of the audit. Okay. What's
Okay,
the
don't.
correct one?
Primary engagement activity include, which we said engagement, yes. Today editor engagement. Excellent. Okay, next. Which one is not part of a internal auditor? Both
Okay.
these. Okay, next. Inherent risk. We not really learn in risk at the moment, but inherent mean what is happening due to the culture of the organization. Huh?
Okay.
Okay. Which management assertion or material statement match incorrect? This is just help us in the following lesson. We'll go through as well. So at least ring the bell what we supposed to. Completeness mean all the information. Huh?
Okay.
What this will be observation, this will be inquiry, or this will be in. It's a confirmation. Auditor will confirm from, yes. It's not inquiry, yes. Yes, so we not picked correct, yes. Which of the following most persuasive type of evidence that will really persuade you is a bank statement obtained from the entity, pre-number entity sale, computation made by auditors, or the vendor invoice. Bank statement is a pure evidence, yes? Bank statement can't be changed, yes?
Yeah, but also some statements are factor to make it look as it's in a good position.
Oh, no, that's fine. We can, but it's not meant by we change it, huh? Evidence is evidence where the money come from, where it gone, yes? So current audit file should be generally include what? The flow chart of accounting system is the copy of financial statement, organization chart or copy of bonds and notes in
Yeah.
excellent. Good. Okay, then a document that reflects the major component of the amount reported in the financial statements. Yes, what is? Is it lead schedule? Is the audit control accounts? Is sporting or working trial balance? Okay, good. Well done. Okay, next. Which technique most assurance about the effectiveness of operation control? Is it inquiry? Is it observation? Or is it re-performance of the control of editors or walkthrough? Okay, good. Okay, that's fine. Few would not take the right, yes, that is fine. Well done. Thank you. Thanks for this. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so today lesson, guys, thanks for listening and attending. Today lesson we learn about the external audit, secretary audit, and what are the requirements and why we need it. Yes, so all this we discuss in this lesson. If you have any question, drop me email and we'll go through in the next lesson our LO3, learning outcome 3. Please, in the meanwhile, if you can read, for a homework, enhance external audit, learning from the public sector. I uploaded the article which will be there, and please go through the journal. I copied the link for you, which you can paste and just you yourself you can access as well within a okay, and it's good to read as well. If you have any question, drop me email. Thanks for listening and speak you all next lesson. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank